Well, and to everyone watching at home, this is Rick Wright presenting the Channel 5 News, and today we're especially going to take a look on the Eastern Woodlands temperature. In East Woodlands, the climate is warm and temperate. The rainfall in East Woodlands is significant, with precipitation even during the driest month, which was usually in summer. In East Woodlands, the average annual temperature is 9.1 Celsius and about 807 millimeters of rain precipitation annually. As you can tell, I'm wearing very heavy clothes, which they're not very usual here because they used to wear robes, leggings, moccasins, and branch clothes. For cold weather and special occasions, they wore mittens, special coats, and special hats. Now they're known for their agricultural and fishing, and they're very well known for the crawfish industry. The vegetation was always consisted of pines, maple trees, and very big and cold lakes. The deepest one was averaging about 200 meters deep. Thanks to everyone watching, and back to Bill.
And now for our scheduled news. Today, as you can see, it stopped raining, but it was raining before this. But that's not going to stop us. We're still going to interview one of the main leaders in the Ojibwe clan. The Ojibwe clan is really just around the edges of Lake Superior, but now has started colonizing all over the Eastern Woodlands. Please come close, come close. How are you, sir, today?
Good.
Can you answer some questions for me and my crew over here?
Yes.
Everybody at home, and including me, is wondering what you Ojibwe are really known for.
We Ojibwe are known for our farming, our fishing, and our hunting, which are actually very, very advanced. As you can tell, we have very sharp arrows. If you want, you can show them. We have a very sharp knife that we usually get from other tribes because we do not have volcanic eruptions here. And most importantly, our spear, which we use for fishing, tuna and salmon. We get this from, this is not obsidian, but this is wood. And we use it to throw the spear and poke the fish. And we eat it, and we eat the food that we get. We usually get wolves and deer.
Thank you very much, sir. Can you have a great day?
Yes.
That's all for us today. Thank you for watching, viewers, and have a great day. Everybody watching at home. Today I have a really special news for you guys. Today, while archaeologists were trying to find some broken down bones of some dinosaurs, they found a whole new civilization. Well, there's not any more people living there anymore. This civilization was known as one of the first civilizations here in America, and most notably the Eastern Woodland part. The beliefs of this ancient civilization is now really known like the Hindu or like the Indian tribes nowadays. They believe that everything is living, and when you die, you become another thing. That's why this tribe would not eat certain food like cows and pork. Thank you very much.
Hello and welcome back. This is Rick speaking, and today we're just going to take another look on more civilizations. The Algonquins are indigenous inhabitants of North America who speak their own civilized language. Isn't that amazing? From 600 years back, and they still have more than 11,000 members of the tribe. Well, the Algonquins they were not that pacifist. They were very aggressive, they were good hunters, and they were very good in strategical war, mostly against the French, which came to colonize them in the near 1810s. They were located in Quebec. That's why right now in Quebec there is French speakers and English speakers. Thank you. That will be all for the Algonquins. Huron Indians. The Huron Indians were part of the Iroquois people who were named Hurons by the French in the 17th century, well, more like the 1600s. Well, Hurons means boar's head because they were very stylish in their time helmets, and came from the French word hor, which means male Hurons. They spoke French because, well, they were colonized by the French in the 17th century. Well, right now, the Hurons are basically the only civilization of the Eastern Woodlands who are extinct because they had a violent massacre done by the hands of the Iroquois during a destructive attack on the Christianized Huron mission settlement of St. Louis in 1649. They had a known government and they had very big monuments. the Iroquois tribe. The Iroquois is a corruption between French and English language, coming from an Algonquian word means real snakes. They were snakes because they were snitches. Well, not snitches, but they were very bad people because they betrayed their own people just so they can get good profit from other civilizations. There were 5 tribes in the original Arcos Confederacy: the Mohawk, Seneca, Oneida, Onondaga, and Cayuga. All of these were in constant war with of course, the Hurons who were massacred by them. They spoke their own language and had not such a civilized government because they had slaves who they treated them wrong. More like, they treated them how white Americans treated black people. They lived near New York State, that's why there are a lot of monuments there, and they lived in the normal teepee hut. And that would be all for the Iroquois. Bill, what are we looking at now?
Today we are going to be looking at the Miamis. The Miamis is one of the biggest tribes here, and were usually colonized through the 1700s. The Miamis' beliefs were actually one of the weirdest ones. They believed that they could turn into different animals such as wolf and elk. And that's why, similar to the other native tribes, they would not eat said animals like elk and cows because they were believed that they were old tribe members that had died and their spirit had roamed into that animal.
Where were they located?
They were located through Illinois and Ohio, usually like the southwest, but now known as the eastern woodlands part.
These are the states that are mostly known for their Native Americans, right?
Yes, that is true. These, also including Arizona, are one of the biggest Native American states, as they have their own, well, not concentration camps, but concentrated places for that tribe to live.
Well, thank you, Bill, and I guess we have one more on the way, right?
Have a great day, guys.
Welcome back to the last tribe that we're looking at today. Well, which one is it?
Thank you, Rick. The tribe that we're looking at here are the Shawnees. The Shawnees, just like the Lenni Lenapes, or mostly known as the Lenapes, were farmers instead of killers, lovers instead of fighters. These tribes, even though they did farm when they hunted, since their weapons, just like the Lenapes, weren't as evolved, they would even hunt smaller things like rabbits, just to not have to fight huge things, and just so like nobody would die.
Where were they located, Bill?
They were located through like the northeast, so like also like the Lenapes, Illinois and Indiana and Ohio.
They had the same religion, right?
That is true, Rick. Thank you very much. This, like very similar tribes, they believed that everything that died became into a different animal depending on how good your life was. So they too did not believe in killing certain animals. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you all. This has been the last tribe, and we'll be back.